November 14th, Saturday, 9:37 a.m.
Okay, good morning. My name is Leslie Williams, and I am in San Diego, California. And just hold on one more second, please. Now, this is going to be just a two-part video series, and I'm going to get right to the point concerning why it's being made. And I'm literally going to fly right into the purpose of why this video is made. And some of my statements are going to have to be said just a little bit creatively, because I want to be able to convey the point to you while being able to apply plausible deniability concerning who I'm actually referring to. And this is literally what I had to do as a result of me being a target victim and activist concerning the criminal expeditions of what is known as organized stalking. And when I get done verbalizing what I'm going to, I think you will understand why I chose to do it this way. Just trust me. Okay. Targeted individuals, targets of organized stalking, which can also be termed as gang stalking. These criminalities can be researched on the internet, okay? In order for you to be able to see how they operate, who can perpetrate these criminalities, and why. And the only thing that I can say in reference to that, in reference to researching these criminalities online, is be very careful, because you will run across some different disinformation that was purposely and intentionally put online by the perpetrators. So be very careful. And let me get this piece of candy out of my mouth. And also, some perpetrators will get online pretending to be targets. So you got to be very careful about that too, because they get online for multiple different reasons. One is to dupe public viewers concerning what's going on with them in reference to the gang stalking, so they can steer your thinking in other directions. And that actually is one of the main methods of organized stalking, which can also be termed as gang stalking. And here it goes. The following is the reason why I'm making this particular video. I was reading a blog, and again, remember, I'm having to say this in a particular way in order to be able to apply plausible deniability in reference to who I'm really talking about. But if you watch my other videos and the second video, because this is a two-part video series, I think you'll get the picture about who I'm talking about. I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams. Go to Google right now and type in organized stalking and or gang stalking and universities. Just do it. And when you look at the amount of Google-generated responses Google generates, and then pay close attention to the targeted individuals' blogs, which you might even run across some of mine. In fact, you can go to Google right now and type in learning disabled woman being gang stalked in San Diego, learning disabled woman being tortured in San Diego, learning disabled woman exposes flat-out evidence excuse me, of being gang stalked, learning disabled woman exposes evidence, and you can YouTube that as well. And then I think you will get, more than likely, I mean, I'm sure you will, information on the internet concerning me, concerning where I'm being gang stalked at. And then I think you'll get the picture. Just trust me. As a result of being a target victim and activist of this crime, I experience specific types of behaviors mostly by duped community members. That's right. Who have been told lies about a targeted individual, whether it be me or any other targeted individual, because that in part is how they're able to get so many different people to harass a target for them based on these kinds of lies. Now, to give you a preliminary pictorial representation in your mind for you to see that this is a factual reality concerning that this method is utilized to dupe community members to do things for them, go to YouTube and type in "listen to a stranger." Okay? That video was literally made for the purpose of illustrating to you how, in part, gang stalking operates. Just do it. Now, gang stalking and organized stalking is not stalking by gangs at all. Basically what it is that it's a syndicate that's in the system that has tentacles out within the community. But don't let that intimidate you, because I'm going to tell you something right now. I've been a victim of this crime openly, overtly, and directly at times for 13 full years every single day of my life. Everywhere I have went. For 13 full years. I've read targeted individuals' blogs and looked at certain YouTube videos of other targeted individuals who state that they have been a victim of this crime for 30 years, 60 years. Gang stalking's been going on forever. You can go to YouTube and type in gang stalking bullying on steroids. That's right. Now, as a result of a specific targeted individual going to specific universities, I'll just put it to you this way. I read a blog concerning a targeted individual who is going to several different universities and being harassed in the same exact identical way at each one. Now, one of the ways that organized stalking and gang stalking expeditions let the targeted individual know that they're being stalked and harassed is by getting different duped community members in the community to do things for them in the same exact identical way. And those ways are, but not limited to, specific physical gestures. That's right, like putting your hands to your mouth, to your nose, putting the hands in the mouth, tapping the top of your head, taking the hat off and stroking the hair back, putting the hat back on, and tipping the brim, pointing in any direction, and even to the point to where after the target's been sensitized to pointing, they'll then start using the finger to go like this and this, okay? Or even taking the finger and adjusting their glasses or their hair, or holding their cell phone right next to the target, you know, like this. Here, let me just show you what I mean. Like this. Okay? Now, you might think to yourself, okay, this sounds really weird, and you might even say, okay, I believe her, because once you start doing the research, you'll see that I'm telling you the truth. But you might think to yourself, well, why does that person let it bother him or her, whoever wrote the blog? Well, just bear with me, and I'll explain everything, and you'll be able to see how it would even bother you. Okay, now, basically what they do is sensitize a target to, but not limited to, certain physical gestures. Okay, physical gestures mostly that everyday people make, that you would see people doing in the community when you go out and about, whatever you're doing, you know, for any given day, shopping, whatever. Okay, and they do that. The individuals that are responsible for the perpetration of these criminalities do that intentionally. So the harassment, okay, can blend in with any environment that the target goes into. And so the perpetrators and the people they dupe to use to do these things can apply plausible deniability in reference to, if the target gets up and complains about it, they'll call the target crazy, and then they'll say, what is he or she doing? Blaming me for gang stalking her because I'm putting my hands to my face like this, or like this? Do you see how crazy he or she is? She thinks that he or she, I'll just say he in this particular video, okay? He thinks I'm crazy. He thinks I'm just backtrack for a second. He thinks I'm gang stalking him because I'm putting my hands to my face like this, or because I sat down next to him and did this, or because I approached him and did this. Do you see what I'm saying? Basically what they do is sensitize the target to, but not limited to, words, phrases, physical gestures, sounds, colors, certain people, and even certain types of people. Just bear with me. And remember, this is a two-part video series, and I strongly suggest you look in the description of this YouTube video, because the second video is going to have the meat and potatoes. Okay? Now, so basically what they do is that through the tracking, surveillance, and observation of a target, they know where the target's at in real time at all times, including even using the target's own cell phone as a GPS locator. They can hack into a target's cell phone and use the speaker that you speak into when you're talking on the phone as a microphone, and they can tap into the video camera and hijack into that. Go to YouTube and type in cell phone hacking. But that is not the only way that they're able to ascertain where the target's at in real time, whether they're stationary and or mobile. That's right. As a result of this tracking, surveillance, and observation of the targeted individual, that's how the manager of these expeditions is able to put the crafted harassment for the targeted individual to experience along their routes on a daily basis. These individuals that are in the system that are perpetrating this criminality also have the power position to connect with, but not limited to, businesses, institutions like universities and colleges, any business, including federal, okay, banks, post offices, any business, any school, any transportation service, period. As a result of the tracking, observation, and stalking of the target, they see where the target's at in real time at all times, whether they're mobile or stationary. As a result, they place the duped dummies and or the syndicated members that they have decided to use for that given day, to get around the targeted individual to repeat these specific things they've been sensitized to. The words, phrases, physical gestures, sounds. Even they will sensitize the target to colors and keep representing to the target a specific color around them every day. Case in point, to give you an illustration concerning that, go to YouTube and type in Oceanside, California GangStalking Bonnie. She's got her own YouTube channel. It flat out shows that she's being bombarded with the color red. Now just trust me on this, ladies and gentlemen, because I know you're going to think to yourself, okay, so they've orchestrated and set up a way to make a person feel harassed while being able to walk away with their criminalities. It's not just about the harassment. Our lives are totally and completely 100% destroyed from every angle that you can think of. Jobs, cars, shelter. Now, these expeditions, in reference to the individuals who are perpetrating them, 98% of the time the target does not know them, are directly connected to some of the world's most heinous, worst crimes that you can think of. In reference to also how those crimes are connected to the motivation that they have for the target, including human trafficking, sexual servitude rings, prostitution rings. That's right. Taking syndicated probate control of the target in order to take syndicated probate control of their finances. Insurance fraud. That's right. We're talking about torture. If you really do your research in reference to these expeditions, you will see that torture is literally one of the aspirations they have for a targeted individual, including non-consensual human experimentation. Now, you can go to YouTube right now and type in Timothy W. Bioethics Issues. Not only look at his video, but look at all the videos that come up on the sidebar when you bring his video up. You'll see a bunch of targeted individuals testifying before the Presidential Commission on Bioethics Issues. And if you watch enough of them, you will see many individuals getting up and testifying and saying they're gang-stalking targets. That's right. I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams. Now, in reference to me saying that I'm going to describe certain things creatively in order to be able to apply plausible deniability concerning who I'm actually talking about, those statements are going to be in the second video. And I pray and sincerely hope that you watch it. I need people, if you don't mind, you can do it anonymously, to start viraling my videos. I'm a human trafficking target. Okay, I am what is known as a high priority target in reference to these perpetrators, because I'm not only exposing them and the evidence that I have, but I'm also exposing the places this criminality is happening at. I'm also exposing the places like the businesses and the universities that these criminalities are happening to me at. They're staging events to ban me from these places, believing that once I'm banned, all they got to do is wash their hands of me, leaving me flat out, wide out open to the elements and to the criminals. That's right. Because if they can ban me from universities and public libraries, where do I upload my videos at that are keeping me safe and exposing them? And that is the reason why they do it. Cyber surveillance is a method of gang stalking. They see that I'm uploading evidence concerning me being gang stalked at each and every place I'm being gang stalked at. That's right. They know it. So what they do, and what they can do, is stage events. They're called street daters and gang stalking expeditions. And when they stage events, they will stage the witnesses as well, in order to make it look like they got a legitimate appearing, normal appearing reason to ban the target from the business, university, public library, you name it. Because these are the methods, these are the literal methods of gang stalking. I'm talking about any library I go to, like the law library downtown, UCSD, any of their libraries, the Geisel Library and the Biomedical Library, North University San Diego Public Library. That's right. Any business I go into, like Ralph's or CBS. That's right. That's right. Because these individuals have power positions in the community to connect with these businesses and universities in order to get them to participate in the organized stalking, harassment, and staged events. They're called street daters and gang stalking expeditions, and that can be Googled. My name is Leslie Williams. I showed you a video picture of my phone at the beginning of this video. So I'm isolating these predictions in reference to being banned from any of these places in this particular video. Look in the description of this YouTube video in order to observe a YouTube title, video number 2, so you can copy and paste it into YouTube to see the continuation of this video. Please watch it. And if you have the technological understanding of how to viral my videos or make an anonymous blog concerning what's happening to me, it would be strongly appreciated, because these are the things that are help protecting me. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.